So hello, my name's Rob and this is Cattle Rabbit Scale Model Studios, and in this video I'm going to show you how I've been making these cool looking marble bases. You don't need a lot to do this and it is very easy to do, just a couple of spray paints. As always, I will leave all the info in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Now that's out the way, let's get started. So before we do anything, we need to pick out our colours. I want a white marble with black veins, and in this method we need to work backwards. Don't worry, it will all make sense when the effect starts to take shape. So to start with, I have my base, I've primed it black, and I've given it a coat of matte varnish. So next up we need some of these. These are wet wipes. They cost about £1 for a cheap pack here in the UK, and I have placed a few of them near a heater to dry out. These need to be completely dry, and I would recommend leaving a few of them out overnight just in case you make a mistake or don't like the density of your pattern and want to start again. So the first thing we're going to do is get our dry wipe, and what you want to do is start stretching it out. I find pulling the opposite sides apart until you have an effect that resembles a bit of a tattered spider's web. The size of the holes will dictate the effect of your marble pattern, so having lots of small holes will create quite a thick, dense pattern. That's kind of what I'm going for, but if you stretch them right out you can get some really kind of nice looking vein effects. Then we need to get our base and lay our dry wipe over it. Now I'm going straight onto a base. I would probably recommend you line your bases with a little bit of plasticard because mine's got a little dip in the middle. But the trick is to get the wipe really close and tight against the base, as we don't want any gaps. Here you can see I've bunched the wipe up and I'm really holding it tightly while my base is wrapped in it. It's also at this stage you can also adjust any holes you want, and I do this by using the end of a paintbrush or a bit of a hobby knife, and I just widen sections out very carefully. At this stage you can kind of visualise what the effect will look like, as the pattern that is now on top is how your marble veins will look. Now it's time to use some sprays. Now I'm doing this at my desk, don't worry, I am wearing a face mask while I'm doing this and the room is very well ventilated, but I did forget to stock up on gloves. What I do here, I do a quick pass with matte varnish. Again, this is just to help seal the wipe. And once that's dry, I get my white spray and I do a very light coat. I then give it a blast with a hairdryer and leave it for a couple of minutes. Then I repeat this process. I repeat this process about 4 or 5 times until I'm happy with the opacity of the white. But the trick here is to gradually build up your colour. If you rush this stage, you do run the risk of kind of soaking the wet wipe, dry wipe with the paint, and it can start to seep through underneath and you can get some really unsightly kind of patterns show up. So do just take your time and gradually build those layers up very lightly. And now the moment of truth. And voila! Easy marble effect with just spray paints. If you are feeling confident or you want a bit more definition, you can get some thinned down paint and add some lines to your veins. Like here I'm going to come in with a little bit of black just to make those certain sections a little bit bolder. I also like to give mine a coat of gloss varnish for that nice polished look. And that's it. It's just a little time consuming, but it does give a great effect. You can apply this to things like armor panels and bigger things, although it can be a little bit more difficult on slightly curved surfaces. Alternatively, if you don't fancy doing this, you could just print out a picture of it and stick it on. It's not cheating if it works. So thanks again for watching this video, and again, if you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it in the comments below, or if you've got any hints and tips, or you do your marble effect a slightly different way, and please do hit that subscribe button as it really helps me out. That's it from me in this one. I'll see you all next time. God bless and take care.